Hi and welcome to Annie's Reading Life. I'm going to do my August TBR today. So the first book I have is a book of I Just Started Today, Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which is the third book to the Illuminate files. Each book follows different characters, but they're connected to their companions, and it's sci-fi about an evil corporation taking over places and invading places like a planet and a space station and stuff. And it's mixed media format, so it's no regular text, it's just weird stuff. So yeah, it's a quick read, but it's quite long. It's 613 pages. So that I'm really excited to read. Then we have Bonecryer's Moon by Catherine Purdy that I'm gonna bother read with Bookish Tiffany. You can link her channel down below. This is a fantasy book. It says, "We will have to make our own sacrifices one day, and it will be easier if we don't grow attached to those destined to die." So yeah, and I love this cover. It's the Owlcrate edition. So it's about witches, I believe. It says, with Dune romance, macabre magic, and a portrayal with the power to shatter the boundary between the living and the dead. So it sounds really intriguing, and it has gold sprayed edges as well, which is pretty. Then we have The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, that I believe is a horror book. It has a very vague description, but it's a novel about childhood and memory. It's a story of magic, about the power of stories, and how we face the darkness inside each of us. It's about fear and love and death and families. But fundamentally, I hope, at its heart, it's a novel about survival. So yeah, excited to read this. It's quite short. So yeah, that will be great. Then we have Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, which is about the spawn of Satan, who's a baby. Then we have a non-fiction, Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race by Rennie Edel Lodge, which is a non-fiction book about racism. Then we have Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray, which is the third book in the Diviner series, and the fourth and last book, The King of Crows. And this series is about Evie, and she can read objects and see the history of the person who owns it and the object. And there's a lot of different powers, like dream walking, setting things on fire, and so on. And in the first book, they're catching a serial killer with their powers. So that was all my physical books. Then we have King, Queens, and In-Betweens by Tanya Boteu that I'm listening to. It's about drag queens. Then we have Dark and Deepest Red by Anna Marie McLemore, which is a magical realism book. Then we have Circe by Madeline Miller, which I'm reading as a buddy read with Jessie in the book, Jessie Books, and a lot of other people, and also the fifth season by N.K. Jemisin, which is a fantasy. And it says, "This is how the world ends for the last time." It's someone who has powers that can control the earthquakes that the continent stillness is constantly going through. And Esun is trying to find Nasun before something bad happens to her. I've heard great things about this and the entire Broken Earth trilogy. So yeah, this is quite long. It's 467 pages. So yeah, those were all the books that I'm planning to read in August. And also, I forgot Riot Baby by Tochi Onyebushi. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, which is a dystopian that I'm currently reading. Bye. Like and subscribe if you want to. And comment down below what you're gonna read in August. Bye.
What I was ashamed of, feeling that you're bleeding hearts for the same love that I offer the world, cause it's everything I came from. Hold me close to my memory. Countless hours caught up in a dream. I just want you to know, I just want you to know, and ran away from me. I just want you to know, I just want you to know I forget everything.